Welcome. In this tutorial, we'll be going over how to compose transaction verification reports, which utilize GL standard detailed data to be able to verify transactions that have been processed through the Bearby system in a particular department. This report will satisfy 1/3 of the SAS 115 requirements of your clients. To access this data, log into Bears. From there, go into your GL detail reports, and you'll want to use your GL detail standard data. In order to get a full spread, I will show you an example on 1314. However, it is possible to compose this on a monthly basis or to be able to get a running total. So for instance, if you wanted to get 1415 data for July and August, you could just hit Control A to select all, and it'll give you all the data that's currently in the system. But so we can see a 12-month spread, we'll do the same thing. And again, Control A selects all the months. I ignore the fund to be able to capture all of the possible data within a particular department, and I do a range from 30,000 to 79,999 to capture all the possible account codes. Within the dept ID, I will use a sample of a department that will no longer exist, and I'll run the report. The importance of this is that the Cal Planning Level 1 and Level 2 reports will allow you to see high-level summaries. This will actually allow you to delve into the detail to determine what sort of transactions have flown through. With regards to that previous screen, it doesn't matter which one you choose. We're going to set up a pivot anyways. So just go to View, Section Catalog, and you don't need to insert a pivot here unless you're more comfortable in Bears. What I do is I go to the results, I hit Edit, Copy, and you can see down in this lower section when it's completed. Normally is, depending on your department size, could be a timely copy, otherwise it's relatively quick. And then go into your Excel and paste it. And you can do that by hitting Control V. You can see that the data is all highlighted right now in gray, so rather than clicking off of that, I go to Insert, Insert a Pivot Table, click OK. I like to put in the accounting period under columns. Under the actual amounts, I put in values, and then I go and I find the vendor name. And why I choose vendor name is because that'll allow you to see the various types of vendors who you have, so you can see how much you're providing each one of these companies, and then you can also figure out the individual voucher ID and voucher description to see what the nature of the purchase was. With regards to the accounting period, July would be 1, August would be 2, September, December, and you can see there we've spread the months. What I like to do is center this, hit Control Spacebar to be able to size them. Alt WT FF will freeze the frame, so now you can actually scroll down. And as you can see here, you can see from Give Something Back, there was a variety of transactions that came through each month. It looks like there was $333 spent for the year, and you can actually break down what the individual expenses were for. So you can see here in July, Trackman Marble Mouse was purchased, and so on. And let's say I don't recognize a particular transaction. This SQ321446 relates to the Bearby system. I can go in there and enter in that number, pull up the receipt, and figure out exactly how the transaction was processed and whether it's a correction that needs to happen. In terms of additional processing, what I like to do is just put the orientation to landscape, size to legal, if it's an actual 12-month spread. Otherwise, you can probably put it on letterhead. And then for the width, I put it on one page. And I'll normally merge this section up here and give it a title like Monthly Transaction Report for Department XXXXX. I hope you found this helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions.